Hello to all my wonderful subscribers, devout disciples, students, and the casual viewer. Welcome. This is your Master GongSun. Today we'll continue with our discussion of the WenZi, which has nearly 300 chapters, so I will be talking about this well into next year. I will be using the translated copy by Thomas Cleary, so if you would like, feel free to follow along by grabbing a copy of that. If not, you can just listen to me ramble on for the next 5 minutes. Now, we will talk about chapter 3 of the WenZi, which is the authorship is also supposed to be, well, it's ascribed to LaoZi. So he was one who wrote this. That is the prevailing consensus among scholars. And the official title is the WenZi, Understanding the Mysteries, Further Teachings of LaoZi. All right, chapter 3. LaoZi said, "Those who hold to the way to guide the people go along with affairs as they occur and act in accord with what people do." Sounds very wu-wei to me, right? I mean, not forcing something. They respond to developments in all beings and harmonize with changes in all events. So harmonization with changes, right? That's very Taoist, isn't it? It's like adapting to something, right? Also great for all you, if there's any evolutionary biologists out there, you would understand what I mean, right? Adapting to changes in events and your environment, right? That's how we survive. Let's continue. So the way is empty, easy and even, clear and calm, flexible and yielding, unadulterated and pure, plain and simple. These are concrete images of the way. Even ease is the basis of the way, or the Tao. Clear calm is a mirror of the way. Flexible yielding is a function of the Tao. Reversal is normal for the way. Flexibility is the firmness of the way. Yielding is the strength of the way. Unadulterated purity and plain simplicity are the trunk of the way. Right, there's a bit more, but I'm going to stop there because that's a lot to think about. Because if you try to understand this, I mean, you will find that there are a lot of contradictions, right? For example, it says here flexible yielding. Well, actually, no, that's not a contradiction. That actually makes sense. What I mean is it says flexibility is the firmness, right? If something is flexible, then it's not firm, but it is because it means the strength. Yielding is the strength of the way, right? So if you yield and submit, you might get what you want. I'll give you an example. Both like a personal example and a historical example. So back during the wars of the Greek city-states, so this is like the antiquity, classical period of Greece, when all the city-states were constantly warring with each other, right? There was one city-state that had to bow. They saw, like, actually, let me backtrack here. Athens was the preeminent power, and they were about to conquer. See, I don't even remember which one it was. Let's just say Corinth, right? So Corinth did not yield. They were stubborn, they resisted, and then the Athenians massacred all their men and then sold all the women and children into slavery. But there was another city-state, and I'm not entirely certain of this. I don't remember which one was which, because it's been a long time since I've studied my Greek history. But there was another one that surrendered, and nothing happened to it. It simply became a vassal state of Athens. But lo and behold, Athens later on, because of the rise and fall of nation states, right? It's strong one minute but weak the next, right? So a disaster happened to Athens. They became weak, right? This particular city-state bided its time So they pretended to surrender and, became a vassal of Athens. And then as time went on, they bided their time and they became stronger and they were able to break free of Athens. So nothing happened, right? As opposed to Corinth, who resisted and then got slaughtered. So yeah, that's why you should yield. Yielding is a strength. Submission, surrender can be a strength. Surrendering can be excellent if you know how to use it properly. It could be a great tactic. And for a personal example, I remember a few times in my own life where I resisted. It would have, for example, there was one time that my parents wanted me to go with them to some vacation. Now, I didn't want to go because I was really busy, but instead of saying no right away, I said, yeah, maybe we could, right? Even though I knew that I was not going to go and I did not want to go there. But I kept kind of dragging it out a bit. And then, because I was going to say, oh, well, when it was like last minute, I was going to say that I had work and I couldn't attend. But lo and behold, they couldn't go anyway, actually. There was some sort of like they couldn't have gone themselves anyway because there was some sort of family emergency. So I knew something like that would have happened because last minute things happen all the time. But like, so instead of saying no at the beginning, that would have made them, I don't know, if someone says no to your face, you might feel kind of uneasy, right? So I kind of harmonize with them. I kept the harmony in my relationship with them. Yeah, so to speak. Anyway, think about it. Surrendering and yielding could be great if you know how to use it properly. This has been your Master GongSun. As usual, keep living in alignment with the Tao.